Hello everyone, this is John from AI Probably welcoming you all to yet another tutorial video. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any other future updates. And now, without any further delays, let's get started. As the name suggests, today we'll be making a portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. And after completing it, we'll be deploying it on GitHub as well. So you don't have to worry about signing up on different websites to get a domain name. All you need is a GitHub account, and GitHub does the job for you by providing you a link at the end that you can forward to any number of recruiters, add it to your resume, or show it off in front of your friends. Now first, let us take a look at a portfolio website of a senior cognitive developer in Bangalore. His name is Parth Sharma, and he has written about himself. He has added his interests, and he has also added a form through which people can connect with him if they want to. We will do all this and much more in our portfolio website as well. So this is our portfolio website that you will be able to deploy by the end of this video. We'll write about ourselves, our experience, our education, our projects, followed by our skills, along with a get in touch box that enables all the recruiters or even our friends to get in touch with us. The base boilerplate template that we will be using is this template. As you can see, it is pretty similar to our own website here. We will be adding styling to our website, editing the content of it, and also the backend logic for the get in touch box. The link for this basic boilerplate template will be there in the description. Go ahead, download it and code along with me. But if you want to take another route, another avenue, then there is another website which is html5up.net, and it has some of the most responsive templates present on the World Wide Web. All you have to do is, again, you can take a live demo or you can download it directly from here. You'll get a zip file, you can extract it and start making your changes. But for the time being, I think this is the right boilerplate template for me. So I will download it and we'll get going with this. Also, don't hesitate to download this boilerplate code because it is absolutely free to use under all copyright circumstances. That is, you can use it for your personal website or you can use it commercially as well. Similarly, it goes on for the html5up.net templates as well because they are free to use personally and commercially as well. And now that we have already downloaded this boilerplate code, let's go ahead and extract it. Alright, so code is already here. Let's open it up in our VS Code editor. Yes, I'll be using VS Code for this, but you guys feel free to use any editor of your choice that you like. So this is how the code looks, and we'll be making the changes to this code. Now before I start making any changes, let me remind you a few things. Number one, I will be opening this with a live server. So this makes my life really easy. It's an extension in VS Code that enables us to implement the website in real time. As soon as we change anything here and save it, it'll be reflected directly onto our live server. And number two, keep all your links and info handy so that whenever you're coding along with me, you don't have to scramble around and look for the details. For example, your resume link, your project links, your GitHub, your LinkedIn, YouTube. If you have all these links ready, it makes your life as a programmer relatively easy. So I have it already here. I will just be copy pasting all these info directly wherever it is needed. Now that we have everything set up, let's start with the name first. So my name is John Doe. I am a software developer with AI probably, and I need my resume link here, but I don't have to worry about it. I already have it set it out here, so I'll add it here. And I need to set my target as blank. Okay, and I'll save it. And as you can see, the change is implemented. Now let me just check if my target is working. Yes, it is. So I have made a dummy resume. You guys make sure you add your own resumes to make it as attractive as possible. Now next we move on to the about me section. Now I don't want this gibberish, so I'll get rid of this. And I have my about me ready with me. So this is my about me section. To see, and I'll paste it here. Okay, the intent seems off, but not to worry, we can change it, and this looks good as well. Hey, I'm a software developer and a research analyst working for AI probably. I love to explore, learn new technologies. So that's about me. Make sure you use your own creativity, and it's better you keep it little small but as informative as possible. Now let's move on with our experience. And if you feel that it is really difficult for you to catch up with me, then go ahead and pause the video and make the necessary changes and continue playing the video later. So my first experience is in AI probably, and then I went on to be a research analyst, and I have to get rid of this gibberish, which I will, after which I have everything that I need set up for me. As the description is here, I'll copy it and I will paste it. So the intent seems a little bit off, not to worry, and there you go. So as you can see, it's already been updated here. Next we go on to our second job, which was more of a self work for me, but if you guys have any related work, make sure you add that as well. So this was as a junior developer. Again, let's get rid of this, and we have this set up. We'll copy it and we will paste it. Done. And we'll save it, and you see it's already been updated. For the time being, I only have 2 experiences to add in my portfolio, but if you guys have more, go ahead and keep adding it. And if you have more than 3, all you have to do is copy this code and paste it just right below here. But I'll get rid of this for the time being because I don't need it, and I will save it. Okay, now let's get these dates right. So we go in chronological order. So the first one is from October 2019 to present, and the second one would be September 2018 to September 2019, and I'll save it. And you can see the dates have already been updated as well. So this was my experience, and now we move on to our education. Now in the education section, if you're a master student, make sure first you write your master qualification, then your undergrad, then your 12th, and then your 10th. But if you're an undergrad student, you have to skip the master part and start from the undergrad one. In this one, I'll be starting from my undergrad one, not to worry. The university was university of my dream, followed by the date or the duration for which I was in the university, followed by my major subjects, which was Bachelor's of Engineering in Computer Science. Okay, I forgot to write the bold character here, so I will do that. After which I'll add my key courses that I took in my undergrad, because it's really good if you showcase the key courses that you took in your undergrad. And I really like the unordered list, so I will be doing it using the unordered list, and followed by making a change by adding key courses to this. Courses, I'll save it. As you can see, the changes are reflected. And first would be the key course that I took was data structures and algorithms, which is kind of a must for every aspiring developer as well. So that's what I took. And number 2 would be computer networks, which again is essential. And I'm just mentioning 3 here, but you guys feel free to mention at least 5 to 6 of the coursework that you did in your undergrad. Operating systems. Alright, so this is my undergrad. I'll save it, and you can see here that it has already been updated. Next, I move on to my school for my 12th class education, and the school was School of Magic. Yes, it sounds fictitious, but it is as real as my imagination. So don't you worry, we'll just add the date or the duration for which I was at the School of Magic. And I have to mention the major as well. So I did my class 12 in computer science again. Just add it here. Oh, there was an error, I suppose. Okay, I did not copy that. Now I did. And I will mention here not my key courses but my key highlights, because courses pretty much remain standard throughout your 10th and 12th. So I'll just mention here key highlights of my class 12th, right? So key highlights could be anything ranging from a position of responsibility. So I held the position of school captain. Now remember, this is as real as my imagination, but you guys make sure you write your own key highlights of your school days or your school diaries. And I was a national ranker science Olympian. And last that I would like to add would be athlete. Of course, who does not love sports? Everybody does, right? So I'll write that as well. Now, if you see, there are only 2 templates available, and I need one more for my 10th class. So what I'll do is I'll just copy this, Control C, and just below this section I will add it and change few things. This would be my 10th, and this would be from year 2011 to 2012. And then now again I'll write my key highlights, which, not to mention, I took French as an open elective. Next, I took computer science as closed elective. And finally, I had decent oratory skills that made me a debate champion. And now I'll save it. As you can see, this has been updated along with all the dates and the duration of the course that I was in the school for. Now you guys make sure in this section you write at least 5 to 6 of your key courses, and you can add few more key highlights to your class 12th and class 10th according to your own creativity. Now before making any changes here, let me show you one thing. As you can see in our project section, there are only 2 listed projects along with the 2 associated images. So if you have more than 2 projects, so make sure you have the same number of images ready with you. For the time being, I will just be adding only 2 of my projects, and I have the associated images ready as well. So I've added them in the images folder, and now we will go ahead and make the necessary changes. So first I will add my project name. The first one would be a mobile number tracker. Yes, we did make a mobile number tracker, which sounded pretty cool, and the link will be there in the description as well. And we will write this entire description in my description section. And I see that the intent is not correct, but now it is. And let's just add the description, the link for my project. So this is the mobile number tracker link. I will add it, and I need to enter the target again as blank, so that whenever the user clicks on the view project section, he is redirected to the GitHub page. Along with this, we need to add the image, and now let's see if it's working. Yes, as you can see, the changes have been made. Let's see if the link is working. Yes, it is. And next, let us just quickly add our second project, which is the YouTube video downloader. Now guys, these might not sound very big, but it's a mini project for me. And you guys make sure you write all your projects related to your coursework, because that really gives weight to your resume. And I have first added the GitHub link because I was on that page right now. Next, I will move on to add the description. So I will save this and I will go down and add the description in this section. Alright, so description looks good. The one thing that's remaining is our image, which I will just add youtube.png, control save, and there you go. So our project section is updated as well. Now, what if you have more than two? So to answer this question, all you have to do is copy this much part. We just copy it, and I'll show you. I'll just paste it below it, and let's see if that works. It does. So instead of this, you can add your third, fourth, fifth consecutive projects. How many ever projects you have, you can just add those many in the same manner that I did right now. For the timing, I don't need this. So what I'll do is I'll remove it and I will save it. Alright, so my project section is done. Now after the project section, we need to add our skills. And if you notice, these skills look pretty unstructured. Whereas I like my skills to be displayed in a structured manner. So I have pre-decided this structure for my skill section. So I will get rid of the pre-existing skill structure and I will write the skill structure that I need in my way. You guys can go ahead and write it according to your own personal and professional requirements. You can write it in scattered manner as well. I personally prefer it to be well structured, because now it's all segmented into languages, frameworks, databases, and tools. So this is how I like it, but I encourage you all to use your creative side and add skills based on what you know and the skills you possess and the structure you decide. Now in the skills section, the languages that I know are Python, Java, Kotlin, C++, and JavaScript. Whereas in frameworks, I know React, Django, AngularJS, Ruby, and Express. For databases, I know MongoDB, MarianaDB, SQLite. And in tools, I use MySQL Workbench, Visual Studio Code, Atom, and Chrome Developer Tools. Now, if you guys feel that there are other skills that I should possess and I'm missing right now, feel free to mention it in the comment box, and in the meantime, I will try acquiring them. Now, after the skills section, it's time for the exciting part where we will add the backend logic for the get in touch box. So what I mean by this is the get in touch box, and although it is pretty well structured, the back end is still not functional. So for that, we'll go to a site which is formspree.io. I have already made an account. You guys can get started and make an account here. And this is my temporary email. After you make an account, you will get a verify email link, and you guys, as soon as you verify your links and your account is active. So let's just make a new form. I've created a new form now, and as you can see, it is pretty well documented. All I have to do is I am making the code in HTML, and if you guys are writing it in React Native or Ajax, you guys can use this format as well. This is the React format, but for me, HTML is good enough for the time being. So I will just add the HTML code part. I will paste it here. I need to set the method. Okay, I will save it now and let's see if our backend is working. So this is a random email ID, and I will write a message of hello users, and I will send it. Thanks, the form was submitted successfully. I will go back and I will check in my email if I have received any message. I did. Hello users. So our form is working. We are back in business and our site now is almost complete. Now what's remaining is to make this site our own. We'll first write our name here and we'll add few of the links. So let's go ahead and write our names. This is the year 2021 and I am John Doe. So now this site has been copyrighted to me, and along with that I'll be adding few links. I just need my GitHub and I don't need the Stack Overflow link, so I will remove that. Instead I will write my YouTube link. So Font Awesome is really awesome. This gives us customized icons, and I don't need my Facebook, Twitter or Google Plus, but if you guys are interested in giving those links, then go ahead and add your Facebook, Google and Twitter links as well. But for the time being, I'll just be adding my YouTube links, my LinkedIn link and my GitHub link. So I have all the links ready for myself. This is my LinkedIn link, so I will just add this first. I will copy it. I will paste my LinkedIn list, and then I need to add my YouTube link. So this is my YouTube link and the target is already been set, so I don't have to worry about that. So as soon as the user clicks on the link, he'll be directed to the page. Last but not least is the GitHub link. I will copy it and I will paste it here. Alright, so all the three links are ready. So if you notice, there were other links available here as well, so I've removed them. And let's see if the links are working. Yes, the LinkedIn is working. YouTube is working as well. And the GitHub is working as well. So all these links will be there in the description as well. Feel free to use them, check them out and comment below how you like them. Well done guys, you have done a really good job in making such a well-structured website, such a well-structured portfolio. But there's still one thing remaining, and that is to style your website. And to style it, we will be using this amazing website which is colorhunt.co. It has thousands of color combinations available, so you guys can make use of this website as well for your own styling. I have already decided the colors that I will be using in my website, so let's get started with that. So in my About Me section, I've already decided that I will be using this color combination. So I'll just go ahead and I'll add it and I'll save it. Let me just do a side-by-side comparison of our website. So this is the About Me section, but I need to change the color of the context here, of the paragraph here. So I'll do that as well. I will first go ahead and I will copy this and I will make it black here. Yes. So this looks good. Now let's style our experience section. So our experience section, I will be using this color. Let's add this here. And our experience looks pretty subtle as well. Our education section, although, needs styling and needs some work. So let's put in that work. Let's add the colors that we like. And you guys, if you use any other source, please feel free to mention it in the comment section and we will look into it, and next time that I code along, I can use that as well. So I will add it to the block. If you see, this looks pretty good. And next up, we need the same color combination in all the remaining boxes as well. So I will add that color combination here as well. And then I will add that color combination here as well. And I will just add it here. done. So my education section looks pretty slick, looks pretty eye-catching. And my project section is already good looking, so I will leave it untouched. But the skills section I think needs a little bit of styling. So I will add the styling to my skills section. Control C, and I will add it here. Alright, so this is how our site looks right now, and this looks pretty eye-catching to any recruiter out there. Well done guys, your site is ready and it is ready to be deployed on GitHub. Now just before deploying it, I have one more thing to tell you guys. Here I have done inline styling and I have not done external styling. The reason is simple, because for me this was more simplistic rather than going and disturbing the SCSS file or making it externally, because the changes were very minute. So I decided to do it in the line itself of each element. That's why I have done inline CSS here. Now let's move on to the deployment part. So to deploy it on GitHub, what you'll have to do is add all your files. What I mean by all the files is all these files you'll have to add it to your portfolio repository that you'll create. Now you could do this by either dragging and dropping all the files here, or what you can do is use the git clone command as well. So for all the git commands, there will be a link in the description as well. So you can refer that and do the cloning or adding the files to your GitHub repository. Now after adding all the files, what you'll have to do is go to your settings page, go down and find this GitHub Pages and click on check it out. And here it would be mentioned none for you for the first time users. So change it to the main branch or master branch and then click on the save button. After which it would take around 5 to 10 seconds for the link to be in green section. You'll see the link, but as soon as you click, you won't be able to see the site. So it'll take around 5 to 10 seconds. Be patient as we have been throughout the video. Click on this and you would see your portfolio website is published on GitHub, and this link is fully active on the internet. You can send it to anyone, whether it be recruiters or your friends, and this link will be there in the link as well, so you can check it out and answer yourself whether the site is working or not. For me, it's working, it's fully active. And you guys can add your links to the comment section as well. This was all. Thank you guys for being so patient and making such a wonderful portfolio website. Pat on your own backs because you have done a good job. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and don't forget to press the bell icon. We'll be back with yet another cracking video. Thank you guys. Have a good one.